Welcome back. Listen, this movie I'm about to review is called You Toxic AF. We know what AF means, right? This whole movie was toxic. And I want to know when it says You Toxic AF, exactly who were they talking about? Because both of them were messed up, okay? First of all, she meets this guy at a club. Her friend tells her, you don't want to get involved with this guy. He has women, I think he's like a club promoter or something like that. He works in the club, which he later becomes the owner of. But you knew from the jump this guy had women, right? So they went out on a date. He wanted to go home with her, aka get some buns, get some biscuits. We're gonna get some cakes. She said no. She trying to be a lady, in her words, right? He gets, all right, whatever, hops in the car before he even leave the girl driveway, calling some other woman, talking about what you doing? All right, I'm on my way. So he's ignoring her phone calls. And this is where I knew this was going to go completely left. She's getting mad because he's ignoring her phone calls, right? Girl, you should have just said, you know what? He's mad because I didn't sleep with him. I'm just going to let that be. No, she gets mad to the point where, as if they're already in a relationship, goes to the club, cusses out homegirl that's next to him. You not calling me, da 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 da. And I guess that turned him on in some kind of way. So then he was like, well, we go together now and all this stuff. First of all, they broke up so much in this movie and got back together so much. I really couldn't keep up when they were broke up and when they weren't. I would turn around, see him in a sex scene with another woman. I'm like, so is he cheating or are they not together right now? It's crazy. So of course with this movie, you got to have a little subplot. So the subplot is that the owner of the club owes some money to this guy, but the guy really just wants the club. Because even when they tried to pay him the money, he was making excuses, right? So I knew that was going to merge together with the two toxic characters that are in this relationship together, right? My issue with her, I'm going to get to him too, because he definitely is not innocent. She kept catching him and stuff and kept going off cussing. They get into it. This happened, I don't know how many times in the movie, and it's like, girl, please get some self-esteem about yourself. Listen, a lot of women think because they dress really cute and they're cute that they have self-esteem. No, if you have self-esteem, you would not allow yourself to be disrespected like that. You don't have kids with this man, so it's not like you have to deal with him. You could have just went on about your life. Now, something I want to address in this movie that I feel like was not addressed in the movie, this domestic violence situation. He was beating this girl's ass to the point, she may have hit him or something a few times, but he was like stomping her on the ground, choking her. That one scene where she stayed out all night and he was in the house like a creep, waiting for her to come home, jacked her up against the wall, and then they end up having sex on the floor. That's why I said, hell, both of y'all are toxic. It ain't just him or her, both of y'all. I feel like that him putting his hands on her was not addressed in the movie. And then he was forever calling her a bitch. Like, man, this bitch, she not answer the phone. You know that bitch crazy. I understand some people, that's just what they say. But I couldn't be in a relationship and a dude just calling me B's all the time. I can't. Hey, B, come here. This my B. I can't do it. That's why Then, so the part where where it comes together is basically when she finally cheats on him back. It ends up being with the guy that's trying to take the club from him that actually had him shot. Because, in the beginning of the movie when he got shot, of course you would think when you're watching it, oh man, he gets killed in this movie, because that's what it looks like. When a movie comes on, he's getting some sloppy toppy in the car and he gets out the car, gets shot. Well, no, he doesn't die. We find out the guy that she finally cheated on him with, and I'm not saying she had a right to, I'm just saying he was screwing everybody and their grandmama in this movie. She cheats on him. He gets mad. He's like, yeah, this dude, he the one that got me killed, blah. I mean, not got me killed, got me shot, blah, blah, blah. I was not expecting him to kill this girl. That's the last scene. He puts a gun to her neck, blows her head off. And I'm just sitting there like, I didn't necessarily want him to die, even though he was whooping her behind all through the movie. I really wanted her to just leave, like, but it's one of those things where I think this movie is really good at showing how people just ignore red flags and do what they want to do. Because homegirl told her cousin, who we find out she was messing with him. But anyway, like I said, everybody and their grandmama. But it's like, this guy's in the club scene, so he's around women with, tight, seductive clothes all the time. There's a lot of temptation. You had a way out when you didn't have sex with him and he called himself ignoring you and getting mad. Like, she should have just left it alone then. It was just sad. I don't know if this movie's going to have a part 2 or not. We don't need one, but you never know with these movies that come on Tubi, because you'll look up and there's a part 2, right? The guy that played, I think his real name is, it's like a Muslim name, or Middle Eastern name. I think his real name is Kahim. He's in a lot of these movies. I didn't like his role in this, and I guess you're not supposed to like his role in this, but it was like no redeeming qualities for this guy at all. Like, at least with her, she was helping him. Like, she would go and pick up his daughter for him. She was involved in his daughter's life. But as far as him, it's like nothing. Now, this is one thing I want to talk about. His mom, when she was kind of, I feel like his mom was coddling him. Like, see, that's why he's like that. Because you want to kind of put all this on that girl, the girl he's with. Your son is a psycho. Your son is out here putting his hands on, stomping women into the floor, spreading his love juice all over the world. Then the girl that he was always with at the club, she ends up getting pregnant like a dummy. Like, why you want to have a baby by that dude? It's crazy because this movie is such a real life scenario for so many people. But that's why I tell people all the time, this is for men and women. Men and women. Do not date while you have low self-esteem, or if you are insecure about yourself. Anything in that area of the low self-confidence, do not date, because you are not going to attract anyone who means you well. You're not going to attract anyone of quality, because people of quality are not going to be attracted to low self-esteem people, and it shows. It comes out in your pores. So you need to work on yourself, because she obviously didn't have the fact that she was so mad that a guy that she went on a date with one time was not calling her back. That just goes to show right there, she A, has self-esteem issues, and B, didn't have enough hobbies. That's another thing y'all need to do. Get some stuff going on in your life besides work and home, or school and home. Learn a language. Learn playing an instrument. Learn crocheting. Go for a walk. Keep yourself busy so you are not so concerned with a guy that you went on one date with not calling you back. So I would definitely say this movie is a cautionary tale. And I know it is, pretty much, I feel like, centered around the woman being so crazy about him, and he's just flat out crazy. But like I said, men and women alike, work on yourself. before you date someone. Like, period. All right. You Toxic AF on Tubi. Let me know what y'all think about this. All right. Shout out to my 155 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you know you can by hitting that button for me. Trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of this year. Let's see if we can do that. All right. Peace and blessings to all of you watching. Until next time.